Work, more
Man,
work.
this grown age, boy.
Ain't nothing special going on right now.
Man.
Don't
Now
say
that new
don't speak
Madden
for
going
everybody.
crazy though. That new
That
Madden going crazy.
I used my
Zach
10
tell
hours already.
Not the 10 hours.
Five games, bro.
Zach, tell everybody where you at, man.
Man, I'm out here, man. I'm in New Hampshire.
Oh shit! What you
And,
doing out there, gang?
man, it's just work, man. Not trying to come back. It's
That's
not my
nice.
area. It's cool. It's cool. Not my vibe, but it's cool.
Man, there's a lot of people that there's a lot of us out there. No offense, Danny.
Nah, brother.
Put some respect on the hoods in New Hampshire, dog. I heard they be rocking out there.
All right.
That's like saying put some respect on niggas in Alaska, bro.
I'm
You know
dead.
what? I heard Alaska
Hey
got
man,
some hoods.
hey, I ain't
I
gonna
did
lie.
see a video.
I said
For
Ah,
a state that don't get no darkness, bro, they might be on some other shit, bro. Like they might just be in different types of moods you don't want to fuck with. You can't really get no sleep in Alaska for real, bro. Not the type of niggas I want to fuck with.
right.
Shout
man, ain't
out to y'all
nobody
in
outside
Alaska,
in
man.
Alaska, bro. It's too damn
You got
cold.
you got spears and shit. Boy, spears
Ain't
and
nobody
guns.
on no hood shit in Alaska.
Hey, they fighting Eskimos and shit and
That's
polar bears.
Man.
out here. You get dropped off the bridge. You get dropped in some ice, boy. Like damn.
Dang.
Dropped in some ice water. Like hey,
Ain't nothing like the South though.
The South gonna hold it down.
man, I'm trying to go to the south for real.
You never
Ain't
Don't
shit,
been?
go.
ain't shit
I've
but
been
hot and
one time
humid,
for a
brother.
basketball tournament. I went to Houston, Texas, and it was lit. That's the first time I noticed a culture difference. Like the Bay Area, like you got your people. It's just a mixture of different type of people. But out there, bro, everybody's like on the same. I went to McDonald's. She said, "What you want?" I was like, "Okay, all right."
I feel
That's
like they
what's
more
up.
standoffish out there. Like it's like low key a wrong gesture could pop something off out there. I feel like versus like out here, like everybody kind of just like whatever. Like unless you really start to trip. But like out there, I feel like everything more there's more tension, low key. Maybe it's the heat, or the humidity, but I don't
That
know.
humidity is
Damn near,
stupid, bro.
damn near. I
I
thought
don't
it
know,
was
Zach
Miami.
Anthony.
Tell them about your Miami experience, Aaron.
That shit was trash. I ain't gonna hold you, bro.
Damn, Miami
Like,
is trash?
bro, you don't like for me, like, cause we stayed one night or whatever, and it's just like you don't know how to prepare for a certain day in Miami. Like, we went out, it was hot, and so you know what I'm saying. We got our shorts, tank tops, and shit. Like 5 minutes into like our walk across the street, bro, it's thunderstorming. You know what I'm saying? And then after the thunderstorm, it's just get back to being hot. So it's like you don't know how to properly prepare for that southern weather, and like the humidity is just stupid too. On top of that, like that's just not my shit, bro. I'd rather deal with 100-degree weather out here than humidity and 80 over there, bro. Like it's bad. And then it's just a lot of Cubans and Dominicans.
What's wrong
Shit
with that?
crazy.
what's wrong with that?
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it, but man,
He got a problem.
now
No.
respect to him, but yeah, it's just I expected more
You
diversity
didn't wa-
out there, and
You didn't
it's
watch
not like
Bad
that.
Boys?
Right.
I did, but man, like all the teammates I didn't had on my teams over the years from Florida, bro, like it just lets me know there's different parts to Florida that I ain't seen yet, cause
Absolutely.
I ain't see them.
100%.
A Dominican no black brother.
I was well. You also you got
All I know is baseball. I don't know. I don't know his name.
Florida being so close to the Caribbean, they do have a lot of those folks down there. Like there's a lot of Jamaicans down there. Like man, just for if we have any viewers here, most of us, I mean, all of us are born and raised in Cali, so we see diversity and things like that, but like it's just a different piece to it down there. Like it's yeah, it's just being there. I've been in Missouri where it's straight white and black, like
You ain't
nothing else.
lying. You ain't
Uh,
lying.
South Carolina, same thing, right? And like it's crazy because being from California, you see Asian folks, and they American Asian, right? But when I was in Missouri, like if they was Asian, like they came from overseas. Like it
Asian
was just
Asian.
like yeah, Asian. Like they came from overseas. Like obviously you got that language barrier and things like that. But
And don't
it,
say it, Miles. Bro.
Respectfully, Anthony, you live in Texas, right? Let me,
yeah,
bruh. I be seeing like little clips and shit. Like respectfully, you see like there's Asian people working at the stores, and bro, they have the most deepest Southern accent. Have you encountered that, bro?
no,
Oh, yeah, your ass
no.
watched Sinners and said that shit, bro.
I'm dead.
Hey,
Yeah, they
that's
had that
real
in
though.
Sinners. I was like, now,
That's
now
real though.
I would say there are maybe like a small percentage that I may have heard had a Southern accent, and I don't know Zach if you're the same, being out there in Atlanta and Alabama, but yeah, it's no.
Nah, they don't be having no accent. Very few of them.
Uh,
They have their
but
native accents typically.
let's get rocking, man. I got a little activity for y'all. I'm pretty excited for it. So this activity is basically a remix of categories. Each of y'all are gonna have two lives, right? And it's gonna be an order. Everybody, the group already know their order. It's gonna start off with Johnny, and then it's gonna go on from there. Once again, refer back to that order. But I'm gonna say this category, and what you have to do, you have 5 seconds to name somebody within that category or name something within that category, right? The only way you can get a point off or lose a life is if you don't say anything within that 5 seconds, or if somebody challenges you on that 5 seconds and they're right, then you will lose a life. But on the flip side, if somebody challenges you and they're wrong, they will lose a life. So it's kind of like a risky game there. So, any questions before we get started? Before we hear this category. All right, Johnny, you will get 10 seconds for your first answer, just because you hear the category or you have to answer first. All right, the categories the category is rappers that have a rap song from 2000 to 2009. The category is rappers that had a song or featured in a song from 2000 to 2009. Ready, set, go.
Young Jeezy.
Jay-Z,
Lil Wayne.
Kanye,
T-Pain.
Nelly.
Eminem.
Chris Brown.
Chingy.
Hey, bro.
All right, hey, that's a
Look at me now, bro. What year was that?
We ain't got no last song.
That wasn't even
Wow.
2009.
all
Nah,
right.
you got it. You got it.
Miles is up next.
I
Go.
said Chingy.
That's my one life.
You got one more. Go ahead, Scoop.
Yep.
What'd you say, Miles?
You
I
said
said
my
Chingy.
turn?
Oh, okay.
It's school.
You said Akon.
Me?
That's 5
Yeah.
Yeah, you know it's
Drake.
you.
Yeah, remember.
Drake.
Make sure y'all remember the order.
You said Drake. That's Cat. 2000.
To
2009.
2009?
Yeah, he had something.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Aaron,
tripping.
you're out.
Awesome. Hell,
Oh, I'm
man.
tripping.
Wow.
I thought it had to be my fault. My fault.
Nah, you good. Zach, you up?
Hurricane Chris.
Boosie.
Game.
Soldier Boy.
Webby.
Shit, Gucci.
Little Ma.
Ja Rule.
Hey, how much time you get, bro?
What do you mean?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That's the longest 5 seconds.
Well,
Nah, I had a time. It was right at 4.
It's a lot of looking down too.
Hey,
Hey,
any
Little
other
fishy
any
stuff
who's
other
going
next?
on.
Who's next? Time
any,
running.
hey,
Come on.
all right,
That
all right.
wild.
Any other interruptions that will be a life cost to you.
I
All right,
went.
we're starting with Bow Wow. Go ahead, Miles.
Nicki.
Nicki.
Yeah, Nicki Minaj.
All right, he challenge. It sounds like he challenged it. Let's see.
Nah. We good. We good. We
Nah,
good.
that's a challenge. That's got to be a
Yeah,
challenge.
he said it. Nah,
That's
he
a
spoke.
challenge.
John,
I really don't think so. I think she was like 11 or.
That's what I'm
Like
saying. If I challenge
2009.
it, we
Man,
gonna verify. Are you gonna
2009 when she
verify
broke
this?
through.
can I get
2009.
Check me in.
can I get my life back? Can I get my life back, bro? Kiss
Mute
Kiss
him.
was in '07, bro.
Mute him.
Huh?
Bro,
That's not
Kiss
rap,
Kiss
bro.
not a rap song,
Bro, you
bro.
already
You
know,
rapping.
bro.
first of all, we said rappers.
Chris,
We said
Chris Brown
rappers.
is not a rapper.
Neither is Drake. I mean, they in the same category, bro.
No.
But all right, her.
What?
Bro.
Nah.
All right,
Come on, bro.
Zach,
You
you got
holding up the
a.
game.
Everybody got two, but Zach. Scooby, Miles, Scooby.
Wait, I lost the
I
point for
got,
that.
I got, I got.
Yeah,
two.
you
Yeah.
challenged it. You challenged Nicki.
Oh yeah, I got two left. Okay.
Nicki
So,
Minaj wasn't even rapping though, bro.
my turn.
Oh, come on.
Go ahead,
bro.
Scoob.
Man.
You
Mac
about to
Dre.
lose another life. He said Mac Dre.
E40.
I said E40.
Future.
He said E40.
Shit.
That's
Oh,
the life off of Johnny.
Damn.
Wait, who?
Damn,
Wait,
Zach.
what happened?
Damn, I snitched.
I mean, you challenged it. Zach, go ahead.
Future.
Good. Shit, I don't know nobody. I'm good.
All right, that's one off.
Yeah,
You
take
got
a
a
point.
life left. Go ahead, Scoop.
Little Flip.
Ace Hood.
T.I.P.
Shit.
Boss, that's not even his name. Challenge. Challenge.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Hey, you lose
Miles,
a point
you're out.
just 'cause.
All right,
Hey.
it's back and forth with Scoob and Zach. Scoob, you got two. Zach, you got one. Go ahead.
Flow Rider.
Lil Weezy. I don't know what the
Trigger.
fuck I said. I lost the point. I lost the point.
Hey, the crown goes to Scoob on that one. Before we move on to the first topic, man, I do got one quick activity, another quick activity, real quick. I'm gonna call it the number one stunner. So, y'all know I was in Tennessee just yesterday. That was a 12-hour drive to Texas. I used 6 hours of those, well, 5.5 hours of that time watching the Friday series. And I was thinking, man, like, how will we rank the characters, right? So, y'all heard of the King of the Hill activity? Like when you basically say two options and then you have to go with one and then that same option advances to the next round to the next. So we basically gonna do that. I'm calling it number one stunner just cause if y'all don't like it, argue with your mama. But we're gonna go through Friday characters. And y'all decide majority rule which character advances next. So let's try to get through this fast and just vote for your people and then we can talk about everything else after. All right, so the first two is Joker and Molly. Go ahead. Joker from next Friday and Molly
Yeah.
from Friday after next.
Joker.
I take Joker.
I take
Joker.
Mole.
All right.
Joker.
Joker and Stanley from Friday.
Stanley.
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 Joker, bro. What did Stanley do?
Stanley.
Stanley got
What
his
did
ass
Joker
beat.
His ass beat.
Hey, let's move to the next one. Stanley and Red from Friday.
Stanley.
Red.
Who was Red?
Okay.
That Red got knocked out.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'll take Red.
I'll take Red.
All right,
Yeah.
Red or Money Mike from Friday after next.
Oh,
Money Mike.
Money Mike.
Money
Yeah.
Mike. Yeah. I'm
All right, Money Mike or Pinky from Friday after next and next Friday.
That's tough. Oh.
Money
I'll take
Mike.
Money Mike.
Money Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, Money Mike.
Money Mike
Nah,
or Ezel from Friday.
Money Mike.
What do you say?
Money
Ezel.
Mike or Ezel from Friday.
Ezel.
Like, give me Ezel, bro.
I'll take Money Mike, bro.
Money Mike.
Johnny, you the tiebreaker.
Money Mike.
Money Mike or Damon from Friday after next.
Money Mike.
Yeah, Money Mike.
I'm on
Money
that.
Mike.
yeah.
Money
Money
Mike or
Mike.
Big Worm.
Big Worm.
Big
Big Worm.
Money Mike.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
Money
I'm
Mike.
rocking-
What you said,
I'm
Mom?
rock. I'm rocking with Mike.
Money Mike.
He running the table right now.
Give me
Money
money.
Mike or Felicia.
Money Mike.
Money Mike.
Yeah, that ain't close.
Money Mike.
Picking Felicia's crazy.
Bye, Felicia.
Money Mike or Debo.
Debo, hands down.
R.I.P.
That's tough.
Debo.
Debo.
Gotta go
Money
Money
Give me
Mike.
Mike.
Debo.
Yeah, I'm with Mike. I'm with Mike.
Damn,
Give me
okay.
Mike
Debo.
over
Let's
Debo?
go.
Yeah.
Money
Can you
Mike
even
or
have
Uncle
Trey?
Money Mike or Uncle Elroy.
Damn, Unc.
Oh
Money
man,
Mike.
Uncle Elroy, bruh.
Money Mike.
Money
Uncle
Mike.
I'm
Elroy.
sorry to do it to you, Unc.
Money
Rest in
Mike.
peace, Unc. But I
I'm
gotta
gonna
go
do
Money
Uncle
Mike.
Elroy. I'm gonna go Uncle Elroy.
Oh, you
I'm
said
still
Uncle
with Mike.
Elroy. I thought you meant Uncle Willie. It's
Mm-mm.
still
Uncle
Money
All
Mike.
right,
Elroy.
Money Mike or Willie Jones.
Uncle Willie. Uncle Willie. Oh,
Uncle
give me Willie.
Willie.
I'll
Money
take
Mike.
Unc.
Y'all wouldn't pick Uncle Elroy, but y'all took Uncle Willie.
Nah, Uncle
All
Willie
right,
Uh,
funny.
I'm rocking with
are we
Mike,
on
man.
we on the last wait?
Uncle Willie, man.
Rest in
It
peace.
sounds like Willie 3-2. All right,
Yeah.
Willie Jones or Day Day?
Day
Day
Day.
Day.
Willie Jones.
Yeah, Uncle Willie.
Uncle Willie.
My bad, my bad. Dead. All right, damn, dead. Yeah,
Day Day.
Day Day or Smokey?
dead.
Day Day.
Oh,
Smokey.
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 Smoking.
Smokey.
Dead.
Give me
And
smoke.
then last but not least, Smokey or Craig?
Craig.
Smokey.
Smoking.
Craig.
Smoky,
Smokey.
man.
Craig.
Smoky.
Craig.
Ain't no Smoky,
Ain't
ain't
no
no
Friday
Friday,
without
bro.
Craig.
This the
Please.
trilogy never happened. There ain't no
You know what's
Smoky.
Johnny, what you
crazy? Like,
said?
I said Smokey.
Go ahead, School.
you know what's crazy about this is like what I was going off is like the lines I recite on a daily basis, and like I mostly recite Money Mike's lines. And, you know, I was just thinking because you say Craig, like I never recited one of his lines. He never just like just there for real, like
Craig.
just living in the moment. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you
That's a
got the
good point.
knockout and all that, but he's
That's
just
why I'll
he
go to
really
Craig line.
Yeah.
he really like the Dwayne Wade to LeBron for real. Everybody else was carrying him for real.
That's why I said Molly earlier, bro. Like
First off,
Yeah.
Dwayne
we
Wade
quote
was
we quote
never
that scene all the
carried.
time.
Nah. So I did it on purpose to not to have it so broad. Like I didn't say like who was the funniest or who was like who was like more pivotal in Friday. I just kind of wanted y'all to vote based off of y'all beliefs on who should have been. So it looked like Money Mike had a good run, but Willie Jones took over. Well, it was a short stint, but
So Uncle Willie won?
nah,
Nah.
Nah,
Smokey.
No.
smoking.
Oh, Smokey won.
Really, Money Mike won though. I like he had the most passes.
Right.
Well, he didn't advance through Willie, so
He
I don't
didn't
think
go
he
against the
advanced
heavy
through
hitters.
He wouldn't advance through that either. I think.
yeah. But all right, we're gonna get to this first topic, man. One of the things that we wanted to talk about, first off, you know, we got two fathers in the chat. You know, congratulations to y'all, and y'all really been an inspiration of being young black fathers to y'all child. So appreciate y'all in Miles in school. But man, so first off, I'll give the floor to school since he got the oldest. Is your child in the sport, and then for the rest of the group, um, what would be the first sport you would put your child in?
So I put him in baseball, but I really wanted to put him in track, but there's no track teams for his age. I think track is the number one go-to for boys and girls, just because it's the fundamental in every sport. How to run, like tech wise and everything, it's the foundation. So if I had a first sport, it'd be track.
Yeah, for me, it'd be more so. I put her in soccer just because I feel like that was like the first sport I played growing up for real. I remember we played at if y'all know Sassoon, man, y'all know Daniel Root, bro. We used to play indoor soccer games there all the time. So I think for her, she got a lot of energy. She get to chase after a ball, and then kind of teaches her that coordination and everything early on. So yeah, I'd probably do soccer. Just especially being out here where I'm at, man. It's probably it's the meta, low key.
You, I would never
Hmm.
guess you played soccer. You gotta send us a picture.
Man, I got some medals and I got some pictures, man. That's how I met a few people, bro. I met a few people through there, for real.
Do you remember what position
Yeah,
you played?
I was like what was the one before the goalie? It was like a left fielder or some shit,
He was
something like that.
left
Defender.
center back or mid back or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was a back. Yeah, I wasn't fast, bro. I was like, what? I was
Yeah,
a short,
who's
chunky
laughing,
kid, so
bro?
I wouldn't move.
Zach, that was you.
Hey, I'm
Zach,
just keep it a buck, man. That's all I was on.
Zach, what you laughing for?
I was hating on the little skinny Mexican kids, bro. They used to be scoring all the goals. I'd be back there bored as hell, bro. Like, come on, bro. I want some action. For real.
You ever try goalie?
Nah, fuck no. That was now. Our goalie used to get scored all the time. It wasn't on my side, but he used to get scored all the
Yeah,
time.
that's
Of
what they
course,
all
of course, it
say.
wasn't.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Hey, you on the defense, bro?
It wasn't on my side.
That's your job.
It wasn't on my side. That's
It
all.
always came from the left side, not the right.
Right. Come on now.
Shit.
I like the idea of soccer too. I feel like with track, like it is the fundamentals, but I want like my child to kind of read and react early on, like being able to not just run straight line, but being able to be agile with it. I feel like you could kind of pick up on those mechanics, track and field, if they decide to do it later on. I'm definitely not putting them in football early. Um, we've all played football when we was young, but shoot, it might even be for me in the case where I don't start. They do like flag football for a good amount of years before they put them pads on.
I think when it comes to track though, it's not like how we see it as or like high school level. It's like literally just a bunch of kids running, and they make it fun
Not
for
facts.
the kids. So it's like you remember, put yourself in that age, like racing or just running in general is just hella fun at that age. So playing tag and all that, it just correlates to everything. So
Yeah.
Them kids be fast too. I got a little cousin
yeah,
that be doing
no,
that. He be moving.
for real. Yeah.
Shout out to X, man. Keep running.
I was gonna go ahead and pick soccer too, but because a lot of y'all said, I figured I'd switch it up. Another sport I was thinking is karate. I think it's a good. They do a little bit conditioning. It's good for controlled aggression, and learning discipline, hand-eye coordination. It's just if they ever wanted to play football, they'll be able to, like I said, controlled aggression. What I'm saying, they know how to attack. They know how to protect themselves. Most importantly, on a regular basis, I feel a little more comfortable with them just out and about. They know a couple moves to protect themselves, so I definitely go karate.
Self defense too.
What do you?
Yeah.
What do y'all? Oh, my bad. I don't mean to cut nobody off. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say which sport y'all feel like taught y'all the best life lesson when y'all was growing up. I feel like for me it was football, of course, but like which sport y'all felt like kind of was like the most?
I don't think
Like,
it was
it's,
sport related. I think it was more coach related.
Yeah.
I think it was that belt. That
Y'all think? But we try to keep it sport related, man. Like sport as kids. You talking about corporal punishment, boy?
Definitely
I don't know.
football though.
I don't really know if a sport could like teach you life lessons. I mean, at least I never got that from sports. It's always just been like the coach, like things outside of football that, or things within football, but like writing down certain shit or being in class on time or how to communicate with your coach, but then also being able to communicate with an adult at the same time and stuff like that. The level of respect you got to have for each coach on the staff, from the head coach down to assistants and stuff like that. So I don't know. I think you can say football coaches are like football because football coaches are a little more demanding. I feel like out of all the sports that I've played, but yeah, it just kind of really depends on who's running the show there.
Shoot, as a kid, playing, I think I played three sports. Yeah, basketball, football, baseball. I didn't learn nothing about life until like high school for real.
Yeah.
So I agree with Aaron.
That's why I said that belt, because sports I didn't get no life lesson. Belt.
Not from our high school, man. Who's finna punish us? See? Now let me
I ain't
know.
gonna lie, bro. That Pop Warner different, bro. You show up late to practice, coach making you run 2 miles, boy. That shit is nerve
See,
But
wracking.
I only played a year of
Oh,
Pop
bro.
Warner, bro. So I
I
I
wouldn't
ain't
know.
gonna.
was
My
I was
Pop
gonna
Warner approach
say
used to have me crying out there. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh God, shit.
I
You talking back? You talking?
was out there at
I,
5 years old shedding real tears.
I was one of those
Man,
kids that I was on the fence of making weight every Saturday. So while everybody was
Oh,
practicing, I
They had
was
you in
me
the
running
too.
laps.
flashback.
Me too, bro. Shout out
They
to
threw
them
that.
kids, man.
They threw that
I know
trash
Boy,
them
I
bag on
kids,
you,
did.
man.
bro. Had you
Right?
hygiene in
Yes,
the locker
bro.
room.
But I had to strip down like
Strip
to
down,
my
yeah.
Yes.
No
to make
socks.
weight, and everybody, some kids got their cleats on. They could shoot,
They
get their
whole
pants
fit.
on to make weight, and it's like, man, like I'm just right there, point three away
Man, there
from
was a
I
my
ain't
few
gonna
games
lie.
I
did
had
they
to sit
slap the
out,
X
bro.
on your helmet?
I got the
They
I got
said
the X one
nah.
time. I got the X one time.
boy.
Shit,
They threatened
You boy, you
this.
I
get
had a
10
good
plays.
three. I was out
This
there crying in my uniform, but
you get 10 plays.
Bro, I ain't gonna
What
lie.
what
You
was like the
you
what was
see
the
some shit in
rules
Pop
though?
Warner.
I remember going to Aaron's game one time and they canceled that. I think.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what, bro.
They
I
canceled
was literally
Aaron's
just about
Pop
to
Warner
get to
game.
that, bro. My first taste of Pop Warner, bro, was my one and only year, bro. It's Fairfield Falcons. We had a game coming up against the Solana Warriors at Rodriguez High School, bro. And I remember a couple of weeks prior, we would get this random dude. Like we been practicing all summer, and we get this random dude on our team. I'm like, this nigga nice. Like he faster than everybody. He bigger than everybody. And so we get up to the game. All the games is on Saturday. And we like, I'm not gonna say dude name, but they're like, where bro at? Like he been practicing with us. He's like, somebody call him up. So he called dude up. Apparently he didn't want to come to the game at all. He was like, I'm sick, da 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 da. But they end up forcing him to come, and we getting ready in the locker room, and then one of the coaches, not even the Solana Warrior coaches, the high school coaches, come into the locker room. They're like, "Oh yeah, he on varsity. He played with us, mind you. Like this is I forget what age group we are, but we're all
He on
freshmen,
varsity
and
is crazy.
dude, a junior in high school, bro, playing with a bunch of like freshman kids or some shit like that. So they canceled the game. Everybody was going crazy and shit. Our head coach at the time was like, "We not playing if he can't play," but clearly it's against the rules or some shit.
Y'all
So
must have been ass.
we scored one touchdown the
Hey,
entire season. We played like seven,
God
eight
damn.
games, and
Ain't no
I scored the touchdown on the busted play. Like I was supposed to go right, just end up running left, dog. And my helmet, I actually had a big ass helmet. I remember, bro, 'cause I couldn't
I
even see the field straight. My helmet's all jiggling on my face and shit. But we
hey
celebrated that shit like we won, but we got spanked that game, bro. It was like
Bro,
48-7.
Nah, hold on.
hey,
I
Sub story to that though, 'cause I live right down the street from where he's playing at. So I hear football outside my window, and I'm hella bored. So I'm like, all right, I'm about to go pull it to the game. Like it's football. I ride my little shit to the field. I look at the scoreboard. That shit said like 50-0.
We get spanked.
And then it just so happens that he scores that touchdown that he's talking about right now. It's like I see him score it. I'm like, damn, they still getting their ass. I'm gonna go back home. Like I just
Yeah, nah, it was not shit to
what was
see,
it?
bro.
Sorry,
It was,
ass.
sub sub story to your sub story. I was there too. And for those that don't know that are viewing, me and Aaron are cousins, so just supported Cuzzo. It's crazy that you was there, Scoob, because we didn't know each other at the time.
right. I didn't
But
even at the time.
but I promise you, I don't know who has the video. It's either my mom or Aaron's
my
mom.
aunt, your mom, my auntie got that. My little post game interview, bro.
We did a whole post game interview of Aaron and his touchdown, and like DeAndre said, like it is 50-7 at this point. But man, Aaron's all cheesing, I'm all cheesing, like yeah. How
Bro,
you
I
feel
tell
about
you,
your touchdown?
bro, the
They was
stain that
lit
put
though.
on football, like I went into the next year because we all played together, JV year, sophomore, bro. I went into that next season like, damn, bro. I hope we just score a couple touchdowns, bro. That's how bad that like football had me down bad, thinking like, bro, I just hope we score a couple touchdowns this year, bro. I ain't gonna lie, we was solid our sophomore year too, but bro, like that one experience had me thinking that football was the hardest shit ever, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, like I was nervous as hell going into JV year, bro.
Does
I gotta
anybody
defend. I gotta defend the
go ahead?
Sloan Warriors on this one because I was a Sloan Warrior player, and we did get in trouble for bringing players to
All
that
the
were
time, man.
older.
There's nothing to defend. Y'all was the
Let,
most
hey,
cheating
Ain't
ass
hey,
team
nothing
in
to
the
hold
Cheating
on.
defend.
ass
Let
nigga.
me let me finish,
Damn
man.
shame.
Let me
Yeah.
Damn
finish.
shame.
Hey, Aaron's team
Okay,
wasn't the only team cheating that game, by the way.
Hey,
bro.
if
So
you
we
ain't
was
cheating,
Yeah.
you ain't trying, bro. That's Pop
that
Warner and Fairfield, bro. If you
God,
ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
let
bruh.
me.
I
Okay,
swear.
so we are playing the Sacramento Raiders, South Sac Raiders to be exact, and they. Long story short, they have players driving to the game. Okay,
They did.
they got players driving to the game, dog. So my coach is like, bro, we're not going out like this. He starts making calls. I'm like, damn, he's coming to practice. He's coming to practice. He's coming to practice. He made like an Avengers team to match their cheating ass team, and we end up winning that game. Man, that was a good ass game. That's
Man,
what
Scoop,
I
I
let me
wish
know
I
ask you
played.
bullshit.
I
this.
wish I played for the Warriors, bro. I
What
don't know why I got signed up with the
Hey,
Falcons, bro. That's the sorriest fucking team I've
The
ever
Falcons was
played
so
football.
sorry.
The
Bro, I do
sorriest team,
remember.
bro.
The only reason I brought that up is I remember because I live by Rodriguez, obviously, and I was with Zach Diedrich. He just joined the live, by the way. But there's football going on, just like DeAndre said. I hear football. Let's go. Let's check it out. And it's Aaron's team playing the Solano Warriors, and we're sitting in the stands waiting for the game. And dude comes over the PA announcement and goes, "Attention, today's game has been canceled." And all the people in the stands lost it, bro, because somebody about to die that game. The dudes that was rolling out, I
Hey,
seen who both teams had. I'm like, this ain't no Pop Warner midget game, bro.
bro, we only had
It's
one
one of
player like
you.
that. So like, bro, I understand it, bro. I low key didn't want to play that. That was like my first ever football game. I'm like, bro, we about to play against at the time. I'm like grown ass men, like niggas that's about to graduate high school. Like, fuck that. Like, but we would have probably got
C-
smacked anyway. So
CTE started early on
Yeah.
when we was kids, bro. CTE was an early on thing because we was definitely going up against grown men, bro.
Oh
That's
man,
wild.
Scoop,
man,
let me
They
ask you this.
did not protect us. They did not protect the kids, bro.
they thought that shit was funny.
That
They
shit
thought that
was
shit
Yeah,
was
funny
bro,
today.
and
hilarious.
that's the crazy part is all they cared about is winning, and that's fine. Like, but there's a certain line, right? And you could just tell, like, on every level, whether it's pros, whether it's college, whether it's youth sport, like, you need like the integrity of the game gets lost a lot of the time, and it's hard to respect like a lot of things. But Scoop, I want to ask you a question. Being on that team where it was the Avengers, like what was practice like? Like was there like a? It was like dang, like I do not want to run the ball right now. It was like cool, like I'm about to show what I got. How was that?
It, it was kind of like a walk. They only came to walk through. Like
Oh, okay, yeah, perfect.
they came. The game was on Saturday. They came on Friday, and then they was going through walk. Like the dude that's been starting all week, been having all the reps. He just sat to the side. Negro came in, He was in sandals down there. He was in sandals. He ended up coming in. Meanwhile, he ended up going to De La Salle and like really had a good ass career at De La Salle too. So shout out to him. But yeah, man, like I said, he came in Friday and we won the game solely based off his performance. Like I'm
That's
talking about,
crazy.
we in Wildcat, and the dinner to play is left or right. That's the
That's
play.
crazy.
Left or right, and he's gonna score every time.
Does anybody else have like any funny youth sports stories?
Yeah, man. I actually that's how I didn't meet DeAndre. That was the first time I saw him. Was I played against him in middle school basketball. It was Crystal versus what school do you went to? School?
Shout out to the Dover Bulldogs.
Yeah, Dover. He went to Dover, man. I was a center on the team. So mind you, I was like the tallest person on the team. We got out there and played Dover, man. DeAndre, I swear he was playing shooting guard or point guard, and he was like 2 feet taller than me at the time. I, I was like, I know we done. I, I, I know,
And he was the shortest in that lineup, huh?
damn near. I was like, damn, yeah, we cooked, bro.
y'all did
We
have a
lost by a
squad
cool
though, if
30.
I'm not
They
mistaken.
30 pieces for sure.
Y'all,
We had a
You had Jordan on that team.
Yeah,
Jordan
we
and
had Jordan.
Alex.
Yeah, we was sixth grade. We started over the eighth graders. Like it was like some
Yeah.
fab five type shit that was going on at Dover. But
They
what
didn't
happened
break it
was,
up.
oh, what you said, brother?
I was just saying they didn't break it up by grade.
Nah, it was middle school.
It's 6 to 8.
Well, where I was at, it was sixth grade team, seventh grade team, eighth grade team.
We did have that. I think we had that. Yeah.
Shit,
We
my
got
school didn't have that. It was
we
just
didn't have
one
that.
team.
Yeah, boys and girls. That's
Maybe it was
from
based
six
off
to
of the
eight.
size of the school.
I think they had like a all sixth grade team, but like when it came to 7 to 8, we were
Yeah,
together.
that's what it
Hmm.
was. Yeah.
But no,
I
I
do
went
have a
straight to
good
eight.
memory from that. My Pop Warner year, I think it was my second year. So you play the season, and then after the season's over, we had like this unsanctioned game, and we called it the Turkey Bowl. We played against the Vallejo Generals or something like that. Um, Season's over. This is not an official game at all. Anything goes. I mean, we're pulling people to join our team. People from the division above us, below us. Like it's the most like janky thing I've ever seen and I've ever been a part of. And I uh, vividly remember this hitting drill, bro. They had us in four lines in like a square, probably 20 yards apart from each other, and just full speed, meet in the middle. People are getting laid out, knocked out. I remember there's a dude named Gary Cooper. I just remember Gary Cooper laying fucking people out. And it was like, I don't know how old we were, 10 years old, 11 years old. I mean, we were playing with 12, 13. And then when we played Vallejo Generals in this Turkey Bowl game, who knows who they had on that team. Um, I mean, it was, I mean, that's kind of the only kind of memory I have of a crazy Pop Warner thing, but it was just
Bro,
unbelievable.
the
Hey,
worst fucking drill I've
did
ever
y'all ever do
seen.
the drill where y'all lined up in a circle and they called you out one by one?
Bull
Y'all had to
song.
meet in the middle and
Yeah.
Bull in
clash,
the ring.
See,
Yeah,
that
bro.
one, that
yeah,
one's
yeah.
cool
Yes,
though.
bro.
That's
That's a
cool.
actually
That's
that's a good drill.
barbaric, bro.
That's
No,
cool.
no,
When you lay
That
on
is
your
no,
not a
back.
good drill.
no.
Say
I'm
Aaron.
If the
telling
Yeah,
you,
circle is
I know what you're gonna
big,
say,
if
Aaron.
the
bro.
depends
No,
on how
I know
big the
exactly
Miles.
what
circle
Aaron about to
is.
No,
say.
Miles.
What?
So you lay down.
Was
And,
it? Is it
first
the
of all, your
tunnel? Is
whole
you gonna?
yes, that is the worst drill I've ever seen in my entire life,
Yes,
bro.
bro.
Where you got the whole team wait on one side and the other team on the other side, bro. You got two people in the middle. You got to run outside of the lines and come back full
It
speed and
was
meet
so,
in the middle. In the middle,
Like
bro. That's the
no
dumbest shit
juking
I've
either.
ever seen. Yeah, that's the
That's
dumbest shit I've ever seen, bro. I'm like, fuck this
I
drill.
ain't
I
gonna
ain't
lie. The
doing that.
dumbest drill to me is where
They
everybody line up.
outlawed that drill. That's illegal. You can't even do that no
that
more.
drill is
Yeah,
hell
illegal
no,
as
you
hell.
cannot
That drill
do
is illegal
that.
as hell. I'm gonna
That
put
shit is
yourself
Oh
in.
my
terrible.
god.
I'm gonna put
I
yourself in the
would.
shoes as me, bro. I was a fat kid, so I had to play with the older kids. So I'm looking at the nigga across me. I'm like, I do not want to go heads up with him, right?
Hey, you trying to time it up well?
Hey, I'm like, coach, I'm hella thirsty, coach. Can I? Bro, let me tie my shoe real quick. Go ahead, go in front of me.
Bro,
I gotta tie my shoe.
bro, I
Bro,
used to be the one to be like 1, 2. Okay, I'm gonna go
yeah, count
30.
them out.
Boy,
Yeah.
I went. Somebody was counting with me because the other person wasn't.
Right. I'm like, wait, you supposed to go, man.
In the drill,
They
Nah.
call me out for it. Get your scary ass,
bro,
bro.
you really be marking out who you want to go.
Wait, this nigga is in middle school. I'm not trying to go heads up with him.
Yeah.
His name
Zach
is the
said
Bro,
them
brick.
Coach Lewis
His name
drills
is
were
the
different.
bricklayer.
In the comments, he said them Coach Lewis drills were different.
bro.
But what
They
was that
call
one
him.
Oh
drill
God.
where they would call one person out in the middle and tell them to
Uh,
get it chopping, and then the coach would point at a random ass motherfucker, and they would just like send them
A
at you,
That's
and then
bowl in
you
the
still had to
ring.
drop.
Yeah.
Bowl in
That's
the
the worst
ring.
drill,
was
bro.
that
You can't even
was
see.
was that the circle? Nah, that
That
wasn't
was
the
the
circle.
dumbest drill. If you really think
That
about it,
shit's
that is the
stupid.
dumbest fucking drill you could ever imagine.
They did that in Pop Warner though. That was a Pop Warner drill. They used to do that, bro. Where
That
you just had
shit's
to get ready
stupid.
to hit somebody.
It's stupid, bro. It
That
does
was
not help you at
dangerous.
football whatsoever. It don't teach
Not
you how to
even,
tackle or
bro.
nothing.
No, like there's no
Just hit
logic in
people.
that.
Taught you how to be
Injury
tough.
or not
I
injury.
think that I like that drill because it teaches you how to keep your head on the swivel though, which is a very vital point when you're playing at higher levels, bro. Because if your head is not on a swivel, you getting rocked clean. That's the like I could see where they coming from with that drill. That wreck drill though is the dumbest shit. Nothing's beating that, bro. I could.
And meet me in the alley.
Hey,
Meet me.
for y'all who
His
played
names
in
college,
the
are
alley.
crazy though.
what
His
drills
names
did
are
they did
crazy.
y'all hit in college?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
sure.
you're not doing the stuff
no.
that the closest thing that was to that Pop Warner deal that I've done was at CSM, where it was you had a guy you started on the sideline, you had a guy at the 5, you had a guy at the 10, and you had the guy at the 15, right? And what you
Damn.
do is you run to the first guy and you got to defeat the block, right? And then once you defeat that block, you go to the second person.
Mm.
But the first person could still like wrap around and try to like block you out and whatnot. And then so at the end of the day, you got to like touch the bag, but go through all three of those guys. And I
Yeah.
mean,
Ooh, that's a good
it's
drill. They do that at LSU. That's the big cat drill, boy.
yeah, yeah.
That shit
It,
crazy.
it's a good drill, but some dudes could even get past that first level, boy.
Trying to say if you're
Yeah.
not fast enough, you stuck.
It's not even
At
fast because
Oregon State, the only thing we did a lot of our hidden drills with like the DBs and safeties, and so we'd basically on our back 5 yards apart, or no 10 yards. They blow the whistle, and we don't. You could try to run them over if you wanted to, but the whole point was not to get tackled. So you try to like juke them or some shit like that. So it was never like just straight up like every fucking time. It was just like, can you make a man miss? Which is like I'm cool with that, but
Right.
ain't nothing that
yeah,
head
they're
up
way
shit.
more.
That's not my game, bro. So I was like, thank
They're
God we ain't got to do that shit.
they're wiser than these Pop Warner coaches and way more strategic. I would say
For
this,
sure.
and then we could move on, unless somebody else got something. I would say this: my first day of pads, I was going against Karen Spain. Karen Spain, he was our starting running back. I was the fat boy. I was still like a D tackle, O line. I feel like everybody start O line, D line, but um, we had to do one of those head up drills, and I forgot which drill it was specifically, but he cleaned my clock like it was bad, and I was like, dude, I gotta figure it out, bro. Yo, this gonna be a long season, but man, thankful for him. Shoot, I was able like it kind of like you have two different directions, right? You got the nah, like this ain't for me. I was like, nah, this is something I gotta kind of embrace because I gotta figure it out. So
Real quick, we do
I,
have a comment from Zach. Let's talk about the
They,
worst conditioning drills. Do y'all have a conditioning drill you remember that was just crazy?
It was never
Yeah,
during football season. It
gassers.
was it was in the off season
ooh,
with Coach Lewis, bro. Them damn Indian runs up the hill, bro. That, but to this day, is the worst shit I've
oh,
done throughout college,
damn.
junior college, and at Oregon State, bro. I've never done anything similar to that shit, bro. That shit was ass.
I witnessed death on that hill.
Multiple
I ain't
times,
go.
multiple casualties,
Bruh.
multiple
I
souls is
died on
still
that
on
hill,
that.
bro.
Yeah, bro. That's the hill. Like after the workout, bro. It's still like 30, 40 minutes later. We still passed out at the top because we thinking about the walk down, bro. Like it was
right,
bad, bro.
I think
my
my worst conditioning drill is not in football. I think it's in basketball, 100%.
basketball for sure.
I think
Suicides.
in no nah, bro. That's when I played for the I played for the Oakland Soldiers over there, and then they had a drill where we basically doing like I don't know if y'all seen Kyrie, but there's like basic cones are hella small. They give you these pattern of dribble moves, ha 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 ha, and then you have to run full speed to do a layup. Like and the drills is like them on the 3 point line of the on the side you want. You got to run all the way down to the layup and do that shit. Same shit on the other side coming back. You got to do that shit for like 30 minutes, bro. And I'm
No, no.
nah, bro.
Scoop, you was the only one that played high school ball, right? Nobody else hooped in high school.
You did,
Nah.
didn't
No, I mean, of course I
you?
did. Thank you. Thank you. How can I forget? How can I forget about me? But man, like that transition from football condition to basketball conditioning is so tough, bro. Like, cause first off, like if you didn't play football and you've been playing basketball, like you've already been building up conditioning, right? Like football conditioning and basketball is two different things. Like it's always go 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 with basketball. So I remember we had to complete a conditioning test before we were able to play a game, and a lot of it was like if you don't complete it day one, you gotta do it again day two. You gotta do it again day three. I didn't complete it day one, but it was a 10 and 10. It's 2 10 suicides in 10 minutes, and I think you have to complete the suicide in 32 seconds, and then you get 28 seconds of rest, or it was vice versa, right? Man, my senior year, like we completed it, everybody completed it the first time and whatnot, and then we're kind of coasting. We've been winning games, and we're going into the winter. Tell me why they had us do the 10-10 again, bro. Like mid season. Like who? We was hot, but um,
Sorry, before, track is a
you
close
good?
second in worst conditioning because,
Mhm.
like, I was a sprinter, bro, and they still had us doing the ladder, which is basically you do 100, a 200, a 300, a 400, then you go back down 400, 300, 200, 100, and then they might have you do some extra shit like 300s or some shit like that, bro. Like, so track is a close second in worst conditioning by far because I'm only running 100 meters anyways. I don't see why my conditioning gotta be top notch if I'm
Mhm.
only running for 10 fucking seconds. But track close second. My fault, bro. Shout out to all
Nah,
my
you
track
good?
stars.
Nah, yeah. Shout out to them. Any baseball conditioning?
Nah, we
I
ain't
wish you
do
Nah,
would
shit
show
on
us
that.
some baseball
We
players,
nah.
man.
we ain't do shit at the Junior Giants, boy.
Junior
Miles, you
Giant.
Who was
Miles, you
there
were
for
saying
that one?
something?
Am I breaking up? Y'all can't.
I
No,
Go
can
you
hear
ahead, we
you.
straight.
can hear you.
Speak up.
Yeah.
What?
No, I was asking, bro, who was there that one practice, bro? When
Oh, you cut out.
Damn,
Oh
we lost that
damn.
nigga. And he's still
Hold on,
going
Miles.
too.
Stop. Stop.
He going. He going in too.
It's going.
I think he was talking about
So,
that one practice when we remember that one practice
Hey,
we all ate Denny's before practice
We was in the
yeah.
bleachers.
in the bleacher. We went, yeah.
Uh,
They said you gotta run bleachers today. I said, oh hell nah, man. we got
Yeah.
we
Niggas had a
all
couple of grand sandwiches and shit like that. A
Yeah.
couple pancakes
I
on the
swear I
side.
forget what the coach was, but they made us like
Yeah, he
he
gone.
oh
had
Hey,
man,
why he loading up, bro?
uh,
Why he loading up? I say, man, I think the worst conditioning to me was being outside in that California heat, man. Over 100 doing bear crawls in on fucking turf.
on turf, bro.
That shit
Yes,
was terrible.
That is criminal. It didn't
that
even
is
feel
a
like
crime.
conditioning. That just felt
the
like
coach.
punishment, bro.
The coaches got in trouble there. I think someone's mom came out and they got in hella trouble for that.
Shout out to the mamas, bro. They is
For real.
ruining everything about that program.
Mm.
But let your
That's what
son
got
not
Coach
play.
Bent fired for real.
Let
Shout
your
out
son
Coach
not
Bent.
play, boy.
Hmm. Crazy.
yeah. So we talked about a little bit of what we talked about was like it was mentioned earlier, Aaron, you was saying like not necessarily the sport taught you life lessons, but it was more so the coaches, right? And
Yeah.
let's say, and this is opening up to a group, when it comes to professional and college games and things like that, do y'all think coaching is overrated? Like, or do you feel like is underrated? How do you feel like the coaching like with sometimes I feel like coaches get a lot of credit. I feel like coaches don't get enough credit. Where y'all stand with that?
I think it varies depending on the sport. Like football coaching is very much appreciated. I think it's rated perfectly. You can't win with a bad coach. You can only win with good or great coaches. Um, Basketball, on the other hand, it's tough because you got some really great coaches like Eric Spoelstra at the professional level who can consistently get their teams regardless of having a star player or not into the playoffs. And then you got the Steve Kerrs who get handed a dynasty essentially. But anytime that dynasty is kind of broken up and he has to win with regular players, it looks shitty. So I think it kind of just depends. Me, it really depends on the sport, but depends on the type of players you have too. But basketball, I think KD and Kyrie kind of hit on it when they got Steve Nash. I think coaching, like they said, they can coach themselves essentially, but I do think having a coach is important for like game management, not necessarily the product on the court for basketball. That is, football, you need a coach. It's never going to be overrated to me. That's just because you need a play caller, you need a defensive play caller. People you gotta scheme up certain things to get players open and stuff like that. So it definitely varies between the sports, in my opinion.
I think it's underrated on both, and I think it's two different type of coaching
You
styles.
away
Hey,
from the mic?
turn your
We can
mic up.
barely hear you. Still,
Say something.
nah. I can
Turn the
go
I
while
thought it
you
mic.
was
kind of
Michael's
figure
Turn
that
the
fault.
out.
mic. Turn the mic up all the way to the right, like the top knob. Just
Yeah,
all the
go
way to
ahead,
the
Johnny.
right.
I can go. Aaron's got a good point, no question about it. But I do think coaching is overrated. I really do. And because I've experienced so much of, and maybe it was because I was a coach, like a lot of the games I've lost as a coach, I 100% felt like it was on us as the coaches. Um, players win games, coaches lose games. Too many times I've been a part of games that we've lost them, decision making wise, game plan wise. Whatever we decided to focus on during that week didn't happen to be what actually happened in the game. Um, I've seen it too many times. For example, in 2019 when I was coaching JUCO football for Independence, we had the best football team I've ever been around. NFL players on each side of the ball, all levels of offense and defense, and we went 7-3. And the only reason we went 7-3 is because of coaching. Um, we had the best players in America, so that's just an example of something that I've experienced personally, which leads to me saying that. But just like Aaron said, you can't win with a bad coach as well. So there is that like kind of gray area. But I'm more on the side of coaches lose games, players win games. So yep.
Would you
Can y'all
say
hear me?
more?
Real quick.
Yeah,
Yes,
you straight.
Johnny. Just a quick
Finally.
question. Would you say more of that? Because for what you're explaining, I don't think it necessarily says coaching is overrated. I think is mainly like is a testament to the coach. I'm not trying to have a knock on, but maybe a higher level, like it feels like a higher level coaching environment, like it could have went through that 10-0 stage. So that's where I'm more into the coaching's not overrated, because like being in the system as well, knowing first off, you have the coaches that's straight football, right? But then you have that coaching where it's mentorship, there's culture, there's things that you tolerate and let pass, right? I feel like that is a pivotal piece, right? Because there's a lot of times where you have coaches and maybe there's a star player on the team and he gets away with stuff, but now other people think they could get away with the same things and now it's a different scale and now you're losing the team because I feel like that's part of coaching, right? It's not just the X's and O's, but it's, am I speaking to you the way you can hear me? Am I a good teacher? Like I feel like that's part of coaching. And if I feel like if you can't meet people on that end as well, like sometimes it can be hard having such a great talented team, but we only go 7-3, right? And I'm not saying this is your example, but I'm saying just through what I've seen when I was a player and when I was on staff, like it's not just about the X's and O's.
Nah,
Yeah.
I definitely agree with Anthony's point, man. Y'all can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Y'all
Yeah,
Yeah.
straight, bro.
have. For sure. It's more than X's and O's, man. I think kind of piggybacking off what Anthony said, I think y'all all kind of touched on it. But so in this, I got to ask a question. If we're talking about the game, is it easier for great players to hide a bad coach or
Easy,
a
yeah.
great coach to hide
Yes.
bad players?
Look at. I
Like,
don't want to call him a bad coach, but look at was it 20 the year they lost, was it 2015, I believe. The Cavs had David Blatt and they made the finals and still fired him. You know what I'm saying? Like it almost is like we made it here in spite of having a coach that could, he basically just standing there to look good on the sideline in a suit. So it's definitely we could have a great roster carry a bad coaching for sure.
That's why I'm
I
more on
don't
the
know,
side
man,
of
because
players versus coaches. Go ahead, Zach. Sorry.
I look at a similar situation with the Knicks this season. I think that the coach, I forget his name,
Thibodeau.
he had
Thibodeau.
a great season. They just got rid of, yeah, they got rid of him. Like, and he's turned that team around. He's turned that franchise around, and they got rid of him
I
like
think a
that. Like, what
I
was
think a
the? I
lot
can't.
go
I
I
don't
think a
know.
lot goes into that though, in terms of just how he manages the players throughout the season. I believe that's their second straight year of coming up short of a finals appearance. But I think for the most part, it's player management where he's playing 5, 6 guys throughout the regular season, heavy minutes, and then gets like almost surprised when his players kind of are burnt out towards the end of the season. I think maybe management is tired of that shit, in my opinion. It's just not a good way
But
to
if he
coach when you
winning,
have,
Who else were they gonna
yeah,
play? Who was on
I
that
if
mean,
he
bench?
winning,
no, but I'm saying throughout the entirety of the
Eh.
season, though, like the season is an 82 game long season, and so when you're putting heavy minutes, when you're having Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson play 40 plus minutes a night, what do you expect them to do come June or you know what I'm saying late in the postseason? Like obviously their legs gonna be shot. They're higher prone to injury now. Like I don't think he utilized his bench well enough, especially when you got the top guys paying for that bench. Like they just got millions, not just registering DMPs. Like you gonna feel some type of way from an owner's perspective. Like why am I giving them money if you're not finna play them? Like, and so I think a lot of that factors into it. And then like I said, they fell short again of competing for an NBA championship, and we all know it don't matter how many times you win in the regular season, unless you're like a Steve Kerr or a Greg Popovich or Eric Spoelstra, you don't get that leeway of losing a few times in conference championships or second rounds, bro. They're just gonna try to find the next best guy, and that's exactly what they
that
did in
was
New York.
Tibbs'
In my
first year as a Knicks coach, though. And I feel like
no, no,
the
brother,
goal is
brother, brother,
wasn't it his
brother,
first year
no, no,
as
no.
the
He
Knicks
had at
coach.
least four.
Yeah,
He was
he's
4 years
He had
as
at
the
least
Knicks
four.
coach.
yeah.
Oh,
At
I'm tripping.
least.
Never mind, man.
Hmm.
Nah, I'm tripping. Never mind.
You think it's more of a contract thing sometimes?
Nah. Well,
I think they
it's
just extended him before.
yes. Coaches actually
He
get the
was
best
5 years as the Knicks
situations.
coach.
Coaches get the best situations with contracts, bro. They get fat contracts and then they get fired. They still get paid out. Like
Hmm.
they be living good, but
Right.
I mean, think about it just from the typical standpoint. Shoot, who won MVP under him? Derrick Rose. Who had that unfortunate injury under him, right? Derrick Rose, right? I think I was telling people, I was like, man, like Thibodeau brought him to the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time and yada, yada, yada. I was like, he should, with the roster they had, he should have been did that, right? They should
yeah.
have been in that position to compete. Now, this is not before Jalen Brunson got there, but when Jalen Brunson, Randall, and he was just playing all those guys, all those minutes. So I do think it was the right. I understand the decision. What kind of is interested in me is how they recycle coaches so much.
But I mean, if you really watch him though, like he was trying to run a Derrick Rose offense with Jalen Brunson. Like that shit was not going to work, and your shit's outdated. Like it's not a part of today's basketball. I feel like that was a big part why he got fired because like they could have utilized some players offensively a lot better than what he did. Even
For
though
sure.
granted he's a defensive minded coach, but you still got you got to draw some new shit up, man.
I
But
bro, I
also,
just
I ain't gonna
really
lie
think
though.
they
You
was
beat the
tired, bro.
Celtics though. You beat the
Without
Celtics,
without Tatum though. Without Tatum.
but you still beat
they
a
was on
stacked
that
Celtics team.
trajectory though.
But I see the way I see it though is like so you run into one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference last, or yeah, they're one of the best teams. You could say that easily, the Pacers, because they made the finals. But when you look at how the Pacers were running their team throughout that season compared to the Knicks, the Pacers utilize their bench and they're one of the most fast-paced teams in the NBA. And so when you have a team in the Knicks that logs all these minutes throughout the course of the season and all through the postseason, run into a younger, faster, fresher team because they utilize 1 through 12 most of the time, especially in the playoffs. I just think that's a recipe. Like we all know how that's going to end up. Like technically, the
Let's.
Pacers should run them out the water because they're fresher and younger, and so that's how I see that played out.
I
And
ain't going, man.
I would
I mean,
say
The
bro,
Knicks ain't made the Eastern Conference Finals in 25 years, bro. I feel like if you got there, you got to get another chance to run it back. If it
he
don't work, then
did.
fuck it, you
He
blow it up.
ran. That was his running back year.
But that was the first time y'all made it to the Eastern Conference, bro. Like
They
Eastern
should have.
Conference
They
Finals, they never
did.
been there
They
before.
correct me if I'm wrong. They
shoot, if
lost
they
to.
playing the same minutes,
They lost to the Pacers the year before, right? Prior to last
But
year,
they
right?
didn't
yeah.
make it to the East. They didn't
Yeah,
beat the
but
Celtics
you
last year.
lost. Yeah, but you lost to the team that you lost to the same team twice in a row, and you supposedly have made your team better to beat the Pacers. You give up all that draft capital for OG and Mikael Bridges, and you still not getting over the hump, like I understand why they made the change because it's just like I said, put yourself in the owner's perspective. Like, one, I'm paying all these players on the bench that's not playing. Two, we just gave up our future essentially to get two players to bolster this team to not win in the next couple to win now. Those are win now moves, and if you're not winning now, like we know at that high level of business, like the stakes are if you don't win now, you're getting fired. Like no ifs, ands, or buts. If it's the right move or the wrong move, we see it. Like Mike Brown should have never been fired from the Kings, but he wasn't winning at that moment when he got fired, and they got rid of him. Like that's just the
I thought we
business.
all just said coaching was overrated, and now all of a sudden, and
Not
it,
I.
it relies
Oh,
on the players.
I didn't
Nah,
say that.
Who
it's
was all?
underrated.
One person said it.
Only
Now
one
we all
person
said
went.
it.
From what I was hearing, I thought we was leaning that. That's why I thought it was a lean
No.
that
Nah,
way.
it's
That's what I
underrated.
I
heard.
think coaching mattered. It's different from sports, and I said coaching could be overrated if you're in Steve Kerr's situation where you're handed a dynasty, where you have a Steph Clay, Andre Iguodala, KD. Like it's going to be simpler than a lot of other coaches in the NBA where they don't have the luxury of having like three or four top 75 players of all time
Let
on
me
your
touch on
roster.
that point
So
real quick since you brought it up. I always tell people like, and this is why I don't think coaching is overrated because, so when you had the transition from Mark Jackson to Steve Kerr, right? And Mark, everybody's saying this is when Steve Kerr won it. This was Mark Jackson's team. He was bound to win it. Yada yada yada. I disagree, right? Because why do I disagree? Mark Mark Jackson was a great motivator. He was somebody that was able to like get them to play well, and he was the guy to get you motivated. But his philosophy was trash, like on the court. Like we were very predictable. Like it was like a Steph Curry off the screen. If that doesn't work, Steph Curry D Lee pick and roll. If that doesn't work, D Lee post up off the screen for Clay. Like it was very predictable. Those four movements right there. It was like it when
That's
you
what they do
play
now, ain't
against
it?
teams. No,
it's
like
more
they have
Steph
like
Curry
a
off ball. Like Steph Curry, I can see why you think it's the same, but it's not. But like the whole thing, it starts and ends with Steph Curry, which I'll let Ant finish his point. But I think that's what makes Steve a little overrated because when he doesn't have Steph Curry, I'm not saying you should win, but if you can't coach your team to win a game when Steph is gone in a series in which they said he'd come back later in the series, I think that is a huge problem. And I'll let you finish your point though before I get into
yeah. I
that.
think I definitely think like Steve Kerr got content to a point, but when he first started and he innovated what became a revolution of the game. Yes, Steph Curry was like the guy that the 3 point he changed the game, but it was within like Steve Kerr's offense where he had Draymond coming in, bringing it up the court. He made the change from Harrison Barnes. Hey, you be the starter because we need somebody like Iggy to come off the bench and bring juice that way. Like it was decisions like that that wasn't made before that really changed the dynamic. Like Draymond Green wasn't starting with Mark Jackson. Like and granted, David Lee had to get hurt for Draymond Green to start, but like Steve Kerr was making these decisions. Like these are the
Ain't
decisions
y'all
we're
have
gonna
David
make.
West? He came after
Nah, he was there.
He was
Why'd
David
you
he
bring
West.
him
said
up?
Let's
Why'd you
don't do
pick?
that. Don't do
th-
that.
no
Don't
no
do
you,
that. David was
David
I don't
no
know if
no
he was there with Mark. He was there with
I
David
don't
Steve,
think he was
but
there with Mark
no
Jackson
no
though.
That's
David
why I was
West
asking.
was
was
David
16,
West was on the
17.
Pacers at the time. David West came the years
Okay,
Durant came,
respect.
and he was like 38 years old.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
That's why I gave that look.
16, 17. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's also like it's like creating a
Man,
system. It's also like creating a system though. You know what I'm saying? Kerr created that system. Yeah, he might not win some game, but he also created a whole ass system, and they followed it and they won championships off
yeah,
of it. And
But
that's
I
the
think
same. That's
now,
the,
yeah.
my fault, my fault.
Not. I'm saying that's the same shit that came from Phil when he was in it with the Bulls. He learned that shit and applied it with Steph and them. So I don't know. I think Steve Kerr, like that's why I say it's underrated because he's doing shit behind closed doors that he don't get credit for. And the only thing that the coaches get credit for is that loss, and they get the
Yeah.
fingers pointed at. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the messed up part about it.
My problem with Steve, though, honestly, and like I don't want to take any credit from him from what he's built with this dynasty. But I just think the league has caught up to it. Like we got players calling out our plays. They know exactly. I just think his ability to adjust to when teams catch up to us, like there is no adjustment. It's literally we run the same shit every single time. And I understand we've done that for so long, but you kind of see it if you watch Steph sometimes. Like he's just like, give me the damn ball, let me go one. Like I know we're not a one-on-one team, but there's moments where he wants to do that shit. But Steve is so content on running that offense through Draymond, and that shit pisses me the fuck off more times than not
You don't.
because I
Your
think
favorite
Draymond
dynamic
can.
duo.
I think he can. He shown he has the ability to run the offense, but there's just a certain point in the game where it's just time to give your dog the ball and tell everybody to get out of the way. There's certain points in the game if he's hot, let him continue his hot streak. Don't take him out in the midst of scoring 10, 12 in a row. Like that's the shit about Steve Curry that gets me hot. I get what he's trying to say of like Steph is getting older, we got to preserve his mileage, but you don't take your players out on heaters. I thought that was like coaching 1-on-1. Honestly, like if I see Steph hit three straight threes, four straight threes, I'm not saying come here sitting on the bench because you're supposed to be sitting out at the 6 minute mark in the first quarter. I might just let you finish the quarter and get you the extra rest later after you didn't gain us this lead or whatever. But that's just the little shit that pissed me off about Steve, dog. So that's why I'm a little
There
bit
definitely
in
got to be a
between.
strategy him and Steph have behind that though.
No,
I feel like that got to be him and Steph agreed to something because
no, they
he
probably
probably was just
Yeah.
did.
tripping
They
like
probably
for real.
did, but there's just moments where like you kind of got to go away from that and just you got to be able to read the game, bro. Like you
Steve,
could go in with you can
But we
go in with a
just said
game
the
plan.
opposite about Thibodeau. Like, what do people want? Like,
Well, no, I'm not
we not
saying
happy when
Steph.
they
I'm
running
not.
players to the
I'm
ground.
no. I'm not saying run play Steph 40 plus minutes a game though. Like that's not what I'm saying. Steph barely plays at sometimes over 32 minutes a game or 30 minutes a game. Like I'm all for what I'm saying making sure Steph is
But
healthy
if
for the
it's winning
playoffs
you
because
games, you gotta do what you gotta do, which is
But
what
he
Tibbs was
got
doing.
four
You know what I
rings.
mean?
so y'all don't think playing 45 minutes, averaging 45 minutes a game, y'all don't see a
No,
problem in that? That's a
Will
problem.
Chamberlain did it.
Back when they was
but if
wearing
you put in the other
Converses and
guys and they
shit.
suck,
Right.
it's like,
Yeah.
bro, what you want me to
Shit,
do? I
Brian
gotta
did it
play.
millions
I gotta
times.
play.
Well
LeBron
then,
never.
so
I don't
here's
think
so here's
LeBron
the
ever
problem
did
with
that.
so here's the problem with that, Miles. You put in the other guys they suck. At least you know that going into the regular season. That's why they get a trade deadline. Like, all right, this dude not working out. Let me try to get somebody else because then when you need them dudes late in the season, like if Jalen Brunson needs a rest or a breather in the postseason, you know you're gonna know if I can rely on these dudes or not. You know what I'm saying? You need a bench for those moments because Jalen Brunson's not gonna be hot an entire postseason run. Neither is Mikal Bridges or OG Anunoby. You're gonna need somebody to come in and give him a breather at some point. Like I think that's Tom's problem. But
OG was hurt though.
last year,
Yeah, he had like a whole little hurt.
nah, that was the
That
year
was the season
before.
before.
He wasn't hurt
But
the last series. I swear he was
I don't
hurt.
think so.
He was hurt.
He had
Might
that
have been
hammy.
OG.
He had that
Yeah,
hammy
he
the
tore it. I
last
thought
time.
he tore his like ACL or something like that.
no.
Damn, what
I think
postseason
that
Oh
was
was.
no, we
y'all
got. I
watching?
got.
I swear
But
this last one he was playing hurt though.
I don't. I could be wrong. I know he was hurt a couple
Oh
seasons
nah,
ago
I'm
because he was playing on that fucked up hammy and he was high as hell. Played like the first 5 minutes, hit it three, and then was pulled out the game. But I don't know, bro. But that's just wear and tear, bro. Let him rest.
let's move forward. Move forward to our last topic of the day. Let's get into that football space. In the NFL, obviously the NFL is coming up, and we're going to see a lot of rookies have their first action and everything. Okay, niece.
Jesus.
Uh,
Right.
You hear them
we're gonna see a
vocals?
lot of guys get their first action. There's been a week already. Week one of preseason has just been completed last week. But who was? Let's talk about some guys that we thought was going to be good in the league, but just didn't pan out the way you thought.
Mm,
I got a lot
And
just off my team
I know.
alone, bro.
Yeah,
they don't,
I'm
and they
trying to
don't
stay
have
away
to,
from the my team.
right, and they don't have to be considered a bust, but maybe more so mid compared to what you thought in your mind.
Shit.
OJ Howard, tight end for the Buccaneers, played at Alabama. I thought he
Mm,
was gonna be crazy, but he did nothing. So
Yeah.
he was nice at Bama.
I know his
I was
situation was a little rough, and it could
right,
change. but I'm gonna go another tight end. But he can still flip the switch, and I might be drafting him this year. I'm gonna go Kyle Pitts. I think
They was
this
calling.
might be it, but it's been disappointing knowing that what his comparisons were coming into the league versus the output that we got with his with him stat wise is just 1,000 yard season, I believe, out of 4 or 5 years. Kind of expect more from a tight end with his ability to basically be like a 6'6" receiver. Like you expected more, so I'm gonna go Kyle Pitts. I got some more though.
It's crazy to know what they was saying at that time, right? They were saying he was clear number one out of that class. This class
Yeah,
had Panay Cyril. This class had Jamar Chase. This class had Sertan. Like three, like all pro guys,
dogs.
right? Like he was supposed to be better than them. It was also saying like he was going to compete with Kelsey and Kittle for best tight end in the league. Like he could be a receiver and tight end. So man, like the hype that he had, like he probably had one of the most. He was probably one of the most hyped players of our lifetime when it comes to NFL prospects.
He's so cold in college, bro. You just no matter the quarterback situation that the Falcons had, you still expected some type of production from him, and we just never got that. Which, like I said, with Michael Penix, things can change, but if it ain't this year, then we won't ever see it, and I'll drop all expectations for Kyle Pitts. So,
Go ahead and draft him second round, so because I'm gonna draft him third if you don't.
man, we'll see about that, brother.
Bruh. I got Dree Archer, man. I like Dree Archer out of Kent State. I thought he was cold. I'm kind of surprised he didn't like they didn't. I think he was ahead of his time, to be honest. Though he probably was just like the NFL wasn't doing the certain things they're doing now with all these motions and stuff like that. So I'm kind of surprised he didn't amount to what I thought he was going to be in the NFL.
There's like three dudes that fall in that Dree Archer category too, for sure.
Mhm.
Got
It was the team. It was the
D'Anthony,
team he was in.
Yeah,
got
D'Anthony for sure.
LaMichael,
Oh my, yeah.
Michael James, Tavon.
all
Lamar,
Tavon,
Tavon.
they all
Tavon.
in that same category too.
That was gonna be mine. Mine was gonna be Tavon Austin. I thought he was gonna come in and
Him,
be him, wide receiver and running back, whatever you need. But
Y'all remember the argument?
Tavon versus
D'Anthony versus
D'Anthony.
Tav.
yeah,
Who was going to be better in the league?
that argument started at 11, ended at 2 a.m.
That's probably one of our better football arguments because you could really, it really felt like there was no wrong answer for real. Like that's how cold both of them was. I was on the
They-
Tavon side though, but still
It
in.
seemed like both was wrong answers.
Yeah, well, yeah, for sure, for sure. I think now the argument's got to change to like who was the better college player. Like then you can have a real argument about that. I'm still, and I don't know. It could
gotta
just
be
be high.
D'Anthony.
It could just be highlight tape shit that I'm basing it off of. But that nigga Tavon was cold, bro.
Tavon was
Anthony had like 3 years
Nah,
of work.
yeah,
Yeah,
D'Anthony's
D'Anthony's more memorable to me for what
That's
he
'cause
did at
went to
Oregon.
And Tavon?
I thought that's
Yeah,
because he went
yeah,
to
for
Oregon.
sure.
probably.
sure.
'Cause
The
they
play
were-
that sticks
that's-
out to me for D'Anthony is that kickoff return in the Alamo Bowl. I think it was the opening kickoff. Like that is, go watch that. That's one of
think-
the most electric returns I've ever seen.
Against Wisconsin?
It was
Buddy,
more
I was
like
crowd
Tavon
is,
Austin returns.
That was against
Washington
Kansas
or
State,
TCU?
I think. Kansas or TCU, I think.
Kansas?
I think it was TCU.
It's
I think it's
TCU,
TCU.
It was
Yeah.
TCU.
Yeah.
I ain't go. Besides Tavon, because you said that, I'll probably go Manti Te'o, bro. I thought he was gonna be a
That's a
cold
good one.
linebacker.
Yeah.
I thought he had that whole
Yeah.
cap scandal and everything. It went to Heisman and all that. Man.
Did that come right before the drive? The scandal?
That's the dude with the catfish
Nah,
thing?
it came.
That was during-
Nah,
that was his
when he
last
was on the
season.
Chargers.
Yeah,
It came right before the national championship, I think.
his
Oh, that
last
was
season
the
in
natty.
college.
Right before the last game.
What a
news came out.
dumbass.
But I thought it didn't come out that was actually a dude until he got in the league, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it didn't come
think
out
they-
to be a catfish until after. Bro got catfish
So
on a national level. Like,
Bro is
He's
in
such a
love and
good
never
dude,
seen
bro.
this
The
person.
fact he was like a Heisman runner-up, bro. Why are you dating people online? Like, what the
online.
fuck is wrong with you?
Hey, that's how.
Like,
That's how.
why?
Hey, that's how you know Notre Dame ain't got no bitches, bro. If he if he got a resort,
Oh man.
he got no, ain't got
Man,
no husband.
That's hella funny.
man,
I
Oh
thought bro
God, bro.
second coming. Then after that came out, I said, "Oh, bro,
yeah. Man, I
wow.
remember
come on."
around
It's a
I ain't.
damn
a-
shame.
around that time, like USC was just getting off of their ban, right? And Matt Barkley, they had like a great season beforehand, and Matt Barkley, he had like a whole press announcement. It was kind of like the decision LeBron made, and it was so hyped up. Matt Barkley announced he was coming back. He had Rob Woods. There's like a couple of other people, but
Marquise Lee.
the guy that I thought was gonna be like that was Marquise Lee.
Oh
Like
shit, my
he
fault.
was
Mm.
nah, you good.
Mm, yeah.
Nah, but Marcus Lee, like that sophomore season where they was banned, he had like 1,700 yards, like 14 touchdowns. Like he was killing it. He was an All American. And I thought like he didn't have a good year his junior year. He had like 800, 900 yards, but like he was cold. Like him and Rod Woods as a duo was cold. On the defensive side, and I actually played. Damn, is that a woodpecker? Uh,
Hey, something about this podcast and knocking, boy.
Oh shit.
Johnny started it off, boy. But
Uncalled for.
I played this against. I mean, I never played like we played against each other in college, but I thought Vernon Hargraves, the corner out of Florida, I thought he was going to be cold. Like the same thing that Derek Stingley is doing now. Like I seen him, and
Hmm.
we played the same position. We got into college around the same time, so like I was looking heavily like into like those DB positions and guys who I think would be good, like D Milner, another guy I
Hmm.
thought that was going to be good. So yeah.
Bro, Sean Wade out of
Milner's a
Ohio
great
State,
one.
man.
Man, go ahead, Zach.
Who's gonna
Who?
My bad, Johnny.
Who's gonna say Jamarcus?
Bet.
I
I
said,
was gonna Jamarcus is a great one. I ain't gonna lie. That's a great one. I was thinking of him, but I did go with another quarterback, and this is probably gonna catch me a lot of flack. Nobody's probably gonna agree with me. But just because I say it because when he was in college, the ceiling was so high. In my opinion, I had such high hopes for him. I thought he was gonna be on Cam Newton's tier. But I gotta go, and he actually had a solid career for my team. I gotta go with Terrell Pryor. I thought he was really gonna be that guy. I can't lie to you. I thought he was
Hey,
gonna
y'all ever see that meme?
shook the game.
So so many so many damn cliffhangers, boy.
Right. That should remind me of. Have y'all seen that meme of like Anthony Edwards in the Gatorade, bro? Like you wouldn't drink them.
man, edged
Bro,
us
I'm
the
about to
whole
cry.
time.
Hey,
Oh
the
my god.
dramatics. Zach with the dramatics,
I,
man.
I'm like, who the fuck you gonna say?
I'm
I
just
thought,
saying
I thought,
that
I thought he was
man.
gonna go Tebow or something, bro.
Yeah, on
You
me.
said Johnny Manziel.
I thought you were gonna say Lamar
I thought
Jackson, boy.
I
Fucking
had
Riddler. Fucking goddamn.
Oh man.
yeah. Terrell Pryor wasn't that dude at Ohio State.
He
No, we're not
was.
laughing
Nah, he
at
He
that.
was
was.
You
gonna be the best
know,
one.
Bruh,
we-
We're not laughing at that.
he making sure he get that clip, boy. God
That boy
The
was reading a
buildup was just
eulogy.
like,
He was
just
reading a
kept going.
eulogy. Oh man.
I was almost concerned we was never finna get the answer, bro.
He was
Yeah,
gonna forget his answer mid thought.
that's some good shit though. I got
Oh
another
my
one.
god.
Fucking
I almost did.
something about SEC, man. Trent Richardson is for sure up there too, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Mm,
Third pick.
Trent
Trent.
Richardson.
It's a good
Trent
one.
That's
Rich.
why you don't draft the running back top 10.
Damn.
Yeah, who does that
Ooh.
shit?
What's
Wait a
up with
minute.
Not
Wait a
SEC
Jamar
minute.
gonna
running
take
backs
the
burning
case
Eaton?
though. Or
Hmm?
I was gonna say because I
SEC
feel like
running
Leonard Fournette had
backs.
the same problem, bro. He couldn't stop eating. Like Leonard
Eddie
Fournette just
Lacy.
couldn't stop eating,
Eddie
bro.
Lacy, yeah.
Leonard
Eddie
got a
Lacy
ring.
too. Yep, there you go.
Leonard got a
Oh,
ring though.
Bo Scarborough. Bo Scarborough.
Who? No, I'm playing. That is one. That's
Bo
one hell
Bo
of a lie.
Scarborough.
Scarborough.
Was he drafted high though? I swear he had like
Nah, he
a
wasn't.
yeah.
No way. No way.
I
He was
think
like
like his last.
second, third, maybe.
Would you
He,
say
he
Mark
was.
Ingram had a good career?
I would.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
I would easily.
Yeah, he played a long
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
I was gonna say that's probably the
He for
only
sure did.
Alabama running back that I know that had like a good career. Everybody else.
Jacobs.
Oh,
Derrick Henry?
Derrick Henry.
Derrick.
Josh Jacobs?
Fucking way.
Sean
I ain't
Alexander.
gonna lie.
But
I
think
get.
about
I get.
think about how many running backs came out of
Yeah.
Alabama. You only can name
Let's-
3 though.
You said Sean
Damien-
Let's
Alexander.
not slander Bama running backs.
I
Though.
like
Let's
Damian
chill on
Harris.
that.
Very
Yeah,
underrated.
Hey.
Very underrated career.
Najee?
Damian Harris.
Just because Najee left, now you forgot him. That's crazy.
We gotta talk about a bus.
Hey, man.
We gotta say
Damian
Najee
Harris
is
got a
bust.
ring though. Don't do
Can't
Damian
lie.
Harris like that, bro. He got a
We
ring.
gotta call Najee.
What's up,
Who?
Zach?
You say you got to call now.
I said we gotta. I think it's time. Like I hate to say it. Did he have a good career?
He
Who,
did.
Najee?
Is his career good at this point?
He had 1,000 yards every season.
For,
Oh yeah,
Not
no,
for
that's a
NFL?
solid. That's solid. Yeah, yeah.
He's
He
been
ain't no
consistent.
bust. He ain't
He's
no
been
bust.
consistent.
as of
Okay.
right now,
It
his
just,
career
it
is
just, it
Good
just,
point.
it just.
Good point.
The way
I
he
take
get
it
his
back.
yards,
I
it
take
just,
it
it
back.
just look weak. That's all.
Shoot,
It don't
Jameer
look like a
Gibbs.
real 1,000.
Gibbs too.
Man,
that's a lot of
is
running
it safe
backs.
to say
You're right.
Isaiah
I
I
Simmons?
take that one back.
Did,
Shout out
did
to
anybody
Najee.
think
Yeah,
Ooh,
Isaiah Simmons is
Simmons
gonna be a
good
dog?
one.
That's a.
I just
Well, he on-
I was watching
he on
the
his fourth
Packers
team already.
Jets. Yeah, he's on the Packers now.
I seen that clip, Johnny. He looked bad.
I
That
know.
clip
He
looked
looks
bad.
horrible.
Damn.
Yeah,
He
But
was
he's
supposed to be
it's-
like
it-
the
Was he
first.
linebacker now?
He was supposed to be like
Yeah.
the first dude to like play like safety / hybrid linebacker. You know what I'm saying?
Cam
Because he
Chancellor
did so
thing.
much. Yeah, he did so much at Clemson. We all just thought like they immediately deemed him like the George Kittle / fucking Travis
Stopper,
Kelsey
yeah.
stopper.
That
They
was
couldn't
crazy.
stop us. Couldn't
and he
stop
was one of the
shit.
best Madden players like I've ever played with.
Shit, still is too.
Yeah.
Isaiah
Still is?
Simmons.
I did see that clip.
What about Jamal? Anyone watch that game? Where's
Yeah.
Oh, Adams played well.
Jamal on the Raiders? Huh?
Yep, he played well.
He looking all right. Yeah, that's good.
He's gonna make the team.
Surprised nobody
He didn't say a lot
said
about
RG3,
Jamal.
man.
Nah,
I
this is
don't
due to
know.
injury.
That's different circumstance.
Boy, Anthony, what was that receiver for the Niners?
Justin
First
Fields, you can
round,
kind of
bro?
throw him in that
What
category.
was that weak ass
AJ
name,
Jenkins?
bro? God damn, bro. I don't even remember his name, but AJ
Illinois.
Jenkins. Boy,
I mean, I ain't
We've
even
had
know about him, so I ain't have no hope. I mean, I ain't.
that's true. I mean, you take somebody first round, though, like you expect them to at least get 500 yards their first season or
I'm
something.
trying to think of somebody.
Oh.
Y'all remember
James.
Dorial Green Beckham?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yep.
What's that receiver for the Chargers? The one that went from TCU that be dropping everything.
Quentin Johnson.
Quinton Johnson.
Johnson.
Yeah.
What about
Gonna be-
Anthony? Would you consider he was no first round pick, but we had high expectations for him? No, Jalen Hurd.
But here's the thing. I don't think we had high expectations
Damn.
for him.
Wasn't he
It's
a
just what he
quarterback?
showed.
I think he
in the
was a
preseason.
quarterback.
No.
In college, he
So
was.
first off, I played against Jalen Hurd, Tennessee. He was the biggest running back I've ever faced against,
Oh, he
bro.
played
Like
running
he is
back
like
to them receiver.
he was 6'4", like 230. He could move, like bro, like it was him and Alvin Kamara in the backfield. They was going crazy.
Damn.
That's tough.
Why are you
And they had
6'4"
Josh-
playing running back, bro?
Man, bro.
Bro, he,
You want to
I mean,
that?
it-
think he
him
was
and-
going
he-
crazy, but I'm just saying, like, damn.
I mean,
man.
him and
That's
Derrick
like Brandon
Henry
Jacobs.
was about the same build. Well, Derrick Henry's more
He
muscular
wasn't
than him,
running,
but
he
like,
wasn't running like no Derek though.
shit, go look at his highlights. He wasn't
You might
he
be-
wasn't
you
a
might be
bruiser,
right.
but
You might
he
be
got
right.
he got some speed to him. Like
Who would you
There was
rather
a
tackle,
reason-
Derrick Henry or Jerome Bettis?
Neither.
He-
I
Yeah,
play.
I think-
I play offense, sir. I'm
Listen,
not gonna tackle.
You gotta play one.
I'll say Bettis
Miami's
because I'll say Bettis because I feel like Henry gonna have more speed to him.
I can see that. No force.
I'm going straight ankles anyway, so it don't matter, bro. If I miss the
Shit, it
tackle, I
don't
miss the
matter.
I seen
tackle.
Aaron play corner. That
Yeah,
man
bro.
facing
It's
the sideline. That man,
hey, bro. I
they
had
I
really
did
no
my
brought him,
shame,
job.
bro.
boy.
I did my
Hey,
job. He right here.
hey,
Look,
bro. I had
they
no
were playing
shame, bro.
cover three. Aaron
I
had
do
his
not
back to
hit.
the QB.
I do not hit. I had no shame in that shit either, brother. I'll block,
That's
but
crazy.
I ain't gonna tackle.
Shoot.
Do you
I don't
remember
think
the
it's
hardest
somebody
person you
else.
went heads up with?
Hmm.
Do you remember the hardest person the person you went heads up with that like really clean, like really knocked you out almost?
Well, not knock me out, but I
Yeah.
ain't gonna lie, bro. You remember little Caleb, bro, in high
Bro,
school,
who was
the running back?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that motherfucker had
I
me
went head up with
weak.
him one time, and it was a good little smack right there. I ain't gonna lie, he ain't smack me. It was like, you know what I'm saying,
Stocky.
when force meets force type shit. But I was like, hell no, I
Ah,
can't,
okay.
bro. I ain't
You know
never,
you gotta hype it up,
nah.
Go ahead and let Zach do that eulogy again. Hype you up.
You-
I don't even know bruh's name. I just know his number. He was 44 for Deer Valley. He was about a 6'3" Samoan dude with just a long, bruh. It was an interception, and I had to go try to tackle. I didn't see bruh coming. I literally flipped like 360 style, like wind knocked out.
Damn.
Like you know how you go, like you breathing in, hella, yeah, bro. He got me. It was some Samoan. I don't know, bro. Shout out to you though,
Aaron, we
bro.
Aaron, we ever went head up?
Nah,
I don't
I
think
don't
we
think
have.
so. Nah, like I said, I don't do that shit anyway. So
I don't blame you, bro.
I'm trying to run past everybody. Nigga, ain't no hitting.
Same.
Hey, I just hold up. I just thought of a story of my youth sports, and then unless anybody else, we could conclude the pod. But I was playing baseball, and this was probably my first or second year playing baseball. And my dad, he would take me to practice straight from school, right? My dad, he would watch the practice just like the other parents and stuff like that. And we was doing batting practice, bro. I kid you not. Before every swing, I would turn around to my dad and say, "Hey, Dad, you watching this?" Like, "Hey, Dad, you watching this?" Before every swing, he never came to a practice ever again. I don't even know if he came to a game. And Aaron, you know how my dad is, bro. Like, he ain't for no BS.
Right.
Look, he was talking to me after in the car. He was like, "And you over here talking about after every swing?" Like he gonna make sure I get the point. I was like, "Oh shoot, I'm just this
He
happy first grader."
must have struck out. He was like, "Fuck." He already didn't single me out as his pops. He over here striking out.
Yeah.
Pops was hyping you up like you was the meal ticket, boy. You see that strikeout? I said, nah.
Hey, after that, he claimed Aaron as his son. So,
oh,
So that's my nephew.
Damn.
but that's going to conclude the pod. Appreciate y'all tuning in. We will be back Thursday doing the AFC West and the NFC West, 6:30, 9:30 Eastern. So, appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good one. Yeah, we could stop the recording with Aaron out.
My fault.
Stop that
There we
recording,
go.
Aaron.